Good morning, this is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me today for this Final Fantasy XIV video. Early this morning, patch 3.55a went live, while the Diadem content has been delayed until patch 3.55b, which we can expect to arrive in mid-March. There are still some important additions and changes that have been added to Final Fantasy XIV today, so let's go over them briefly. The new quest, Unidentified Flying Object, can be found in the Goblin Workshop in the northeast of Idleshire. This is a weekly quest to clear Dun Saith. When you enter Dun Saith this week, you will see that the mini-boss that was originally located between the second and third boss has been replaced with the Proto-Ultima fight from FanFest. It does have mechanics. There are things to dodge, there are damage spikes, and there is a DPS check, but I would not describe it as a challenging encounter. I actually think the old mini-boss took longer to defeat because of the way its mechanics worked. In particular, if you get targeted with the prey mark, it's going to be a laser that chases you, so move to the edge of the room, kite it away from the rest of the group, keep moving so you don't get obliterated and so no one else gets killed. When you complete the dungeon, you will be rewarded with an Ultima heat shielding token, which can be exchanged to the NPC Slim Thix, who is right next to the NPC who offers the quest. And Slim Thix has a selection of item level 270 accessories for your perusal. So you'll be able to pick up one of those per week. The final step of the Anima weapon chain has also been made available this week, and it will upgrade your weapon to item level 275. The quest starts by having you fight the 3 original level 50 primals on a hard difficulty mode. Hard, not extreme. Then you'll need to challenge the 4 additional level 50 primals, also on hard difficulty. Once that is complete, you can move on to face Ravana and Bismarck on hard difficulty. After those 2 primals have been defeated, you can queue up to face the members of the Warring Triad. You can do all of this through the Duty Finder, or you can look for a Party Finder group if you'd want. Once this is all done, you'll need to pick up a bottle of Archaic Enchanted Ink, which you can purchase for 1,000 Tomestones of Lore or Tomestones of Poetics. Return to Ardeshire in Azizla, and he will upgrade your weapon. As you can see, my nipples are now at their peak performance level as a result of this morning's efforts. There were adjustments to the arduous Umbrite step of the Anima weapon chain. Umbrite cost has been reduced to 50% of its original cost, down to 150 Tomestones of Lore to purchase. No changes have been made to existing Crystal Sand trade-ins, but a new trade-in has been made available, which will cost you 1 unidentified bone, seed, shell, and ore. That will result in a single Crystal Sand. The treating of Crystal Sand does not appear to have been buffed from my testing. I did 5 turn-ins, and I received 3 points for all of them. Still costs 240 points to upgrade your weapon, so that section does not appear to be buffed. It's all focused mostly on the cost of the Tomestones of Lore. Moving on, the new custom delivery system. It is a part of this patch, but it will not be made available until the Thursday crafting reset. So going off of the patch notes here, once you have accepted the quest, you can visit the available clients, which, from what I can tell, there are only 1 client available currently, and then you'll be able to see what items they want you to deliver. Then you'll deliver those items, up to 6 times per week. There are crafting, gathering, and fishing options. These are all new items. You'll be able to see them in your appropriate logs, your crafting and gathering logs. Crafting materials can be purchased from the Scrap Salvager in the crafting market in Idleshire. And then you go out, gather, or craft these collectibles and turn them in for gil, crafting scripts, and satisfaction. Ugh. Can we just agree to call it reputation from now on? That's what I'm going to do. Higher collectible rating will earn bonus rewards. As you fill the reputation bar, it will rank up and you will earn new rewards and learn more about the client. I may do a short video on this system on Thursday once it's available and I've been able to experience it firsthand. We'll see how complex and interesting it is. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Moving on, there is a PvP nerf to Fists of Earth for monks. Damage reduction has been reduced to 5%. It was originally 10%. There is a new map available for the feast. A new supply box can be found in the feast. It is the Wolf's Hearth kit. It restores health and mana, increases movement speed, and reduces weapon skill and spell cast time as well as recast time. Medical supplies and medicine kits will no longer appear. Additionally, supply boxes will no longer appear after they have been broken once. Sudden death is a new feature that has been added to the feast. In the case of a tie, there will be a 2-minute window at the end of the match where all players will be marked for culling, gaining 1 stack every 15 seconds up to 5 stacks. The first team to gain a medal during sudden death will be declared the winner. If the tie is not broken before the end of 2 minutes, the match will end in a draw. This also marks the start of preseason for Season 4 of the Feast. Preseason should last 3 to 4 weeks. Official season start date will be announced on the lodestone in the future. If you are in a party and you queue for Frontline, you will automatically be queued as freelancers, even if the option has not been checked and all party members belong to the same grand company. The drop rates for the Sophiic Lanner Whistle and the Demonic Lanner Whistle have been increased, and it is now possible to trade 99 Goddess tokens for the Sophiic Lanner Whistle, if you experience a run of extraordinarily bad luck. You will still need to seek the Demonic Burb directly. The Garo gear is now available from the Calamity Salvager. You can repurchase both the male and female versions of the armor regardless of which gender you originally purchased. These are tied to the achievements that you earned for purchasing the full set and speaking with the disreputable priest. They are all or nothing. You can also pick up from the Calamity Salvager the Yuna and Titus cosmetic gear if you have Cascader tokens from attending FanFest or purchasing one or more of the live streams. There have been a recipe change to the Grade 2 dissolvents. The Dawnborn Aether Sand has been removed from all recipes. Grade 5 materia for hand and land can be purchased now for red scripts in the Scripts Exchange in Idleshire. The counterfoils have had their required collectability reduced for the item that you have to craft as part of trading in for the counterfoil. And then we've got several bugs that have been fixed. The title for the achievement Echoes of the White Knight have been corrected. The veteran reward delivery error that some have experienced should be fixed. Dyeable areas on the replica Allegan Rod and Scepter have been changed. They've corrected animation errors for the Hive Bow and the Zervanite Bow. They fixed a keybinding issue related to the auto-advance toggle in cutscenes, and they fixed some other Party Finder display bugs. There are new achievements, items, and recipes, but they are not listed in these patch notes. They said that they will be listed at a later date. And finally, I hesitate to mention this, but 2 new emotes have been added to the game. I will not be demonstrating them here, because in order to purchase or to acquire them, you must purchase them for the Mog Station for $7 a piece. The emotes are Play Dead and Backflip. So if you'd like to pay the cost of a month's subscription for 2 emotes, by all means, I hope you enjoy them. I'm gonna have a fancy dinner at the Olive Garden instead. And that's it, folks. That is patch 3.55a. It's not a huge patch, but it should keep you busy for a bit. Now that my nipples are all polished up, I may turn my attention to Horizon Zero Dawn at least until Thursday, and then check back to see how this new crafting weekly thing works out. Hopefully it's less monetarily draining than the red scripts. It looks like it is. It's fairly cheap to buy the recipes. It kind of feels more like Moogle dailies, but we'll see once it's fully in place. I thank you for tuning in for this patch notes summary video. You can subscribe to the channel to be notified when new videos are being posted. You can also follow me on Twitter at itsboats for other nonsense, and I hope that you have a great day.